dose of adrenaline. Welcome to IZW. My name is CM Burnham, along with the Butterscotch Stallion Mark Wilson. We are in the midst of the fallout from February Fallout. Right there you see there have been some additions to the Impact Chamber match for Coronation March 15th as a result of their win last week. Madam Co-Commissioner Erica has put the Brothers Righteous into the Impact Chamber, and Co-Commissioner Sean McHale countered that by putting in Copycat and Damon Windsor. So we now have 7 of the members in the Impact Chamber. And we are off and running here because on his way to the ring right now, still the IZW champion, and will be forever. After a very controversial ending last week at Violent Valentine, the natural born leader, Johnny Z, appears to be on his way to the ring. I'm sure he will have plenty to say.
The owner, the founder, the natural born leader, your savior of wrestling, and your IZW champion, Johnny Z!
Well, Johnny Z has brought the forces with him. Your IZW,
that's your savior right there.
Your IZW Tag Team Champions, larger than life, Jermaine Johnson, Lights Out Jordan Jacobs, the Image of Fear, Kevin Morgan, and Madam Co-Commissioner Erica, once again, the Queen of IZW.
I told you what happened, Burnham. I told you she'd regain that crown and she's got it. We got all the gold, Daddy.
Well, the way that she got it was outright disgusting, in my opinion, but still, the circumstances surrounding Johnny Z still being IZW champion.
You know what's disgusting? You're disgusting, buddy.
Show some respect. I should expect nothing less, having said. Well, I guess. Well, okay, I thought perhaps we were going to be joined by one other individual here, but that was the person that I had in mind, the actions of one Randy Price. Anyway, let's go to see what Johnny Z has to say here.
Johnny Z! Johnny Z! Johnny Z! Johnny Z! You suck! You suck! You know, we go back and forth with that little thing there every once in a while. And I mean, the truth of the matter is, all of you do suck, while I do not. I mean, let's face it. Going into last week, I said that I was the greatest IZW champion ever. And I said that after I took out the old school assassin, the self-proclaimed Hall of Famer, the wannabe himself, Bad Brad Michaels, that not only he, I don't care if you think I proved it or not, you just sit there and keep your mouth shut and I'll tell everybody what I've done. Well, I can see we got a bunch of mouth-breathing window lickers in the room tonight, and this isn't going to go real well. I don't want to stay out here too long because if I get too irritated, I'll hurt your feelings like they've never been hurt before.
I don't think you'll do it.
So, without further ado, there is a gentleman, a man within this company that deserves a little something. He deserves a gift, if you will, a show of appreciation. And that is what you have agreed to do, because for those of you that paid attention, as the show is beginning, there was a graphic ran about the 10-man Impact Chamber that will take place at Coronation March 15th, right here, our 10th anniversary, where I will go in number 1, and I will walk out still the IZW champion because I want to, because I can, and because I will. And no, I'm not done. If I want to walk around there going la 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 la.
The Savior can say anything he wants.
The Savior looks to be a little...
La 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 la. I will do do whatever I damn well please. Because I am the natural born leader. I am the savior of wrestling. I am the smartest man in wrestling. And well, I'm just pretty sexy.
He is sexy.
What a glorious message from our natural born leader, our savior, Johnny Z.
Let's give it up our beautiful
The assembled masses not showing the greatest support for Madam Erica, despite the actions of Impact Elite.
And that's why these men are in this ring with me, and all of you idiots are sitting in those seats out there. Now, on to business. Coronation is going to be an amazing event, and we have the Impact Chamber, where 10 men will go in, and obviously 1 man will come out. Now, I have 1 final man to choose to go into the Impact Chamber. And I have decided to choose none other than the old school sucker, Randy Price.
Great choice, great choice.
Randy Price, well, we saw last week at Violent Valentine, Randy Price absolutely responsible for Johnny Z still being the IZW champion. And here comes a man with a lot of questions that need to be answered about him.
Hey, this man made the right choice last week, Burnham.
That man right there needs to answer some serious questions, Mark Wilson, as to his behavior, as to his reasons for why he chose to do what he did.
He doesn't have to answer to you or anybody,
Brad
buddy.
Michaels was on the verge of being ICW champion until an unfortunate collision with referee George Knight, and then Randy Price came down, looked to be checking on George Knight's condition, and then kicked Brad Michaels in the stomach and gave him a pile driver, put on the referee's shirt, and counted 3 himself.
Hey, you know what being on the verge of victory means? You're a loser.
Well, I'm very interested to hear exactly what Randy Price has to say about all this situation.
What was that you were saying? You think I'm a traitor?
No, you're not a traitor. You're not a traitor, brother.
I've got a lot of people. Shut up. Hold on. I'm talking. Wait your turn.
You did what you needed to do, Randy.
You're damn straight I did what I need to do. But I don't need any opinions from you whenever I'm the one with the damn microphone. Why don't you shut up and listen for once in your life? I got a lot of people confused as to what I did last week and why I did it. Well, trust me, dude, there's a lot of people that are. See, Bad Brad Michaels, September 14th. September 14th, Bad Brad Michaels took away the only thing that I cared about. And what did you do? What did every single one of you do, huh? Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, you cheered him on. All it took was 3 months. 3 measly little months. And he's the biggest thing in the world to you. OSA! OSA! Well, I'm sick of it. You know what? You used to chant for me in this ring. After what he did to me, after the things that he said about my family, after the things that he did to me, you just forget all about it. Bad Brad's a good guy, isn't he? He's someone to cheer for. And that makes everything okay, doesn't it? He faces the big bad Johnny Z, and all of a sudden, he's the one everybody wants to see. He's the one everybody's talking about. Well, damn it, I'm the one that should have got that shot. September 14th, if I hadn't gotten hurt, Bad Brad Michaels, it's your fault that I wasn't the one getting the IZW Championship shot. I wasn't the one main eventing Violent Valentine. Moving on in the world. Shut up, dude. Again, I need you to stop trying to talk and listen to someone who can speak literally. I can't speak one word. Regardless, Bad Brad Michaels took away the only thing that mattered to me, and that was professional wrestling, and none of you gave a damn. Well, you sure as hell didn't act like it. Weren't you one of them cheering his name last week? Weren't you one of the people cheering him on until I decided to take matters in my own hand? It took 3 months for you to cheer his name, and in 30 seconds, I decided his fate last week. He grabbed the only thing that mattered to me and he choked the life out of it. He stomped on it, put it on the ground, twisted his foot, and you just went along with it. You just went along with it. So I did what I felt was necessary to do. And that was to take Bad Brad Michaels, the only thing that he ever cared about. He finally got his shot at the IZW Championship. So you shouldn't be saying that. You should be chanting mine. You should be chanting my name. You should have been chanting my name all along. He took the only thing that I ever cared about, so I decided to take the only thing that he ever cared about. He finally got his shot at the IZW Championship. When the moment was right, I struck, and it just took 30 seconds to end his dream. 30 seconds to find him in the right spot at the right time and do what he did to me. And now I'm the bad guy, aren't I? I'm the bad guy, aren't I? I'm the one that should have been in that match. I'm the one that should be evolving in this company, but no, I had to sit on the sidelines thanks to Bad Brad Michaels. I had to sit on my happy little ass and watch as he became all of your best friends. Regardless. So I took him and I took him out of the equation, and now, Bad Brad, guess who has a shot at the IZW Championship? March 15th at Coronation, a decade of impact. I get that shot, the shot that you can't have. The shot that you never deserved and I deserved all along. It's my time, Brad, not yours. And I understand there's more people in this match. More people were added. And after the Brothers Righteous and myself and Johnny Z and Kevin Morgan, after we take out Double D, Copycat, Damon, the other crap flaps that are in that match, we'll worry about ourselves. And Bad Brad, you get to watch. Well, sitting on your ass, watching at home, you get to watch as I do what you could never do. As I become IZW champion. Now I understand, Bad Brad Michaels. Shut up. Shut your crap flap, hopscotch. Why don't you go buy some more nachos and stop letting words flow out of your mouth and start letting the cheese fly back in. Yeah, that shuts you up, huh? Before I came out here, I was told that Bad Brad Michaels was on his way here. So now, I will leave your presence. I'll head to the back, and Bad Brad, I'm gonna be waiting for you. I'm gonna meet you face to face, and I will deal with you like a man.
Some very pointed words there from Randy Price. He did make it clear as to why he did what he did. I still can't get over the fact that really he sounds like a petulant child who's unhappy about his lot in life.
He's not unhappy about anything. He made the smartest decision of his life, Burnham.
Alone, trapped, all around you cold, jagged, razor-sharp steel. Every person and thing surrounding you means you nothing but harm. Even your very environment thwarts your pursuit for freedom. No compassion, no forgiveness, no escape. Incarceration can drive a man mad, make him do unspeakable things, fight harder than he ever thought he could, and reach places he never thought possible. At IZW's 10th anniversary, 10 men will be locked inside. Only one will stand victorious and claim the grandest prize, the IZW Championship. 10 years, 10 men, 1 champion. The Impact Chamber.
Of IZW Wrestling comes to fruition March 15th, 2014 with the Impact Chamber.
Ladies
right
and
now.
gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Coming to the ring first is Big Business, David Windsor.
Right now we see one of the newest entrants into the Impact Chamber, Co-Commissioner Sean McHale, putting him in along with Copycat to counter the Brothers Righteous decision that was made as a result of the Brothers Righteous victory last week at Violent Valentine in tag team competition.
Biggest event ever in the history of IZW. Coronation March 15, 2014. And oh, by the way, I get to get my hands on that weasel, Jeffrey Wolfenbarger.
I wonder how Jeffrey Wolfenbarger feels about Randy Price's action.
I don't give a damn what Jeffrey Wolfenbarger thinks. He destroyed an $1,800 suit that cost more than your entire wardrobe, Burnham.
Well, as Mark Wilson rambles on about the suit,
It's corrupt! The world is blind! That's not wrong! We are righteous!
that man right there, Striker, on his way for one-on-one competition against Big Business David Windsor.
And his opponent is the resurrector of reality, Striker!
We're about to get a message of righteousness, Burnham. You need some righteousness. You need to go to the front of the church. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I don't really buy into a lot of what it is that Striker is trying to sell the IZW world here. But this will be a very hard-hitting match, I am sure. Striker the veteran, David Windsor.
Your problem is you're just part of a stiff-necked generation. You need to listen to the gospel of righteousness preached by the brothers righteous.
Big Business David Windsor here, looking to gain a little bit of, I guess you could say, revenge for the actions of Striker ever since the unfortunate accident that occurred so many weeks ago where your man, Jermaine Johnson,
Quit bringing that up.
I will bring it up
I'm
every
not
time.
even going to talk about this anymore. I've gone round and round. I've tried to set the table for you and explain exactly what happened, but I'm just not going to talk about it. It wasn't Jermaine Johnson's fault.
I know, you blamed LeBron's bull.
Exactly.
I say that it was 100% Jermaine Johnson's fault. But right now in the ring, it's the two people who had ended up being focused around outside of Annalyn Storm, our ring announcer. Striker, her father, David Windsor, her friend. They are locking it up right here with Striker.
You know what Annalyn Storm needs to do? She needs to obey her father. Obey. You know what that word means, Burnham?
I am
Means
very
do what
familiar
Daddy said.
with what obey means. Right there, David Windsor forced Striker to obey a shoulder tackle, and Striker went down.
Trust and obey, for there's no other way.
Irish whip now by David Windsor and another shoulder tackle. uppercut.
Looks like he got him in the throat there, too.
I think that was true as well. Windsor blocks the hip toss, delivers one of his own. It has not been the best outings on these early stages here for Striker.
Well, he's in trouble right off the bat. He's wrestling a bigger guy. Usually Striker's going to get in the ring against a guy that's bigger than he is.
Now Windsor cinching in that armbar.
Full arm drag and twist right there, Daddy. That's basic wrestling.
Working over that arm as the crowd joins in on the chant of big business, showing their support for Damon Windsor.
Hey, Windsor can wrestle. I had to get in the ring with the guy. I know he can wrestle, but he's in there against a preacher of righteousness. And when Striker gets mad, you better bar the door, Katie.
Well, the marquee does not say preach, it says wrestle. We know that Striker can do that. He does need to get into his game here right now, though, as he forces Windsor to the back of the ropes. Irish whip, Striker down. Windsor hops over, and Striker once again knocked down with that shoulder tackle.
Smart move by Striker, taking a break. Got to get out of there. Regroup.
Striker certainly has not been successful so far with the game plan. So I will agree with you, Mark Wilson. It is a great opportunity for Striker to get out, to rethink, and to come back in with something better.
Okay, well, since you just agreed with me, it's a bad idea. It needs to get right back in the ring. Take it to Windsor. That's what he needs to do.
Striker very, very carefully measuring his opportunity here. Telling referee Miguel Padilla to step big business back. Striker looking a little reluctant to step back into the ring, but here we go.
Oh, I don't blame him. He's been out-wrestled so far. There we go.
All right, Striker now with the knee right into the midsection. Uppercut there. Forces business back into the corner. And now Striker.
Good old-fashioned choke.
Choking Damon Windsor over that top rope.
Yeah, that'll change your tune.
I'm sure that's really righteous.
It is righteous. Hey.
Oh, come on! Striker kicking Damon Windsor from behind.
I think that was in the belly button.
Hoisting him up and kicking him in that midsection. Now fish hooking Damon Windsor right in front of the camera.
Hey, he's got a 5 count.
Well, I suppose this is what he stepped outside to think about. The wrestling wasn't working for him, so he's going to go in for the cheap shots.
Sometimes you got to break the rules, Burnham. I mean, even King David and his men, you know, they ate the showbread, and they were supposed to do that.
You love to say it. Cheaters always win.
Yep, cheaters always win.
Well, we'll see if that's true here. Oh, the power of big business as he suplexes Striker up and over.
That's a lot of weight of both men. Striker's hurt.
Windsor with a stomp and a leg drop out of the
Windsor's
corner.
got control of this thing right now.
And now moving in for the first cover of the match, but only a 1 count.
Smart move. Grabbing the ropes.
Very smart move. Ring awareness certainly on the side of the veteran and Striker. Does not have to expend any energy getting out of that pin. Striker certainly on the dazed street there as Windsor connects with those 2 fists right to the forehead. And then Irish whips corner to corner. Windsor picks him up and puts him down with a side slam. And goes in again for the pin. 1, 2.
Well, Striker's got to get control of himself. He's in a world of hurt. He's been behind this whole match. Oh, there we go. Little punch to the breadbasket.
Catching Windsor off guard there. And again, a few well-placed shots that forced Windsor back into the corner. Overhand chop right to the chest.
Even a big guy like Windsor's got to feel that.
Well, Windsor felt it, tried to come out with a kick of his own, but Striker, living up to his name, striking hard. Striker very, very methodical in what he's been doing here, keeping a slow pace, measured pace.
Elbow to the back of the neck. That'll make your arms tingle.
Windsor now on the receiving end of much of what he's been dishing out so far, but it looks like Striker has finally got his head in this game, and now he's gone to work. What is he doing there? Is he driving the elbow?
Driving the elbow to the lower back.
That is a unique move there by Striker. grinding the elbow into the spine.
Hey, if you take a big guy like Windsor and you injure his back, he can't walk, he can't move around the ring, you basically cut the guy in half.
And there's just a blatant eye rake right in front of the referee. Windsor is blinded there. He's swinging wild.
Yeah, well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Windsor now being dragged across that top rope. By Striker, Windsor is completely out of sight here. He has no idea. He's almost, if he's not careful, he's going to take a swing at referee Miguel Padilla and knock him out.
They didn't want to do that. That'll be a disqualification.
And Striker once again forcing Windsor back in that corner.
Boy, he's preaching some old-time religion right there. It was good enough for Moses. It's good enough for Striker. DDT.
Striker takes Windsor down with the DDT. He says that is it.
That is it!
Taking too long.
Windsor already rolled over to his stomach. Smart move there by David Windsor. Cannot be pinned in that position. But he certainly can be yanked backwards. As we see, it looks like Striker's going to go for a full Nelson here.
Some camel clutches of some sort.
And he's got all of his body weight on that back. Windsor's only relief coming from the fact that he's up on his knees. As long as he can maintain that bridge on the knees.
That's exactly why the full Nelson is illegal in amateur wrestling. You can snap a neck just like that.
You see Striker forcing Windsor's head down. Windsor having to basically do a push-up in order to keep that head from being forced over. And all the while, Windsor carrying the weight of Striker across an already injured back, and now just dropping the full weight of himself down on that spine.
That's it!
This match has turned 180 degrees from what it was at the beginning. Oh, right there! Well, right there, I think
that was an illegal move.
it may have turned all the way back around again as Striker met the knee of Windsor in a very delicate area.
He just got Striker in the midsection.
It was an
That's
accident.
illegal.
Obviously, referee Miguel Padilla understands it was an accident.
Accident?
Accident.
What
That
match
was
are
an
you
accident
watching?
right there, though. Has a big clothesline, levels Striker. And Windsor now locking those hands together, swinging with an axe handle. Striker catches him with a kick to the midsection, going for a boot to the head. Windsor, big time slam.
There's the black hole slam.
And Windsor now says it's time for big business to go up and for Striker to go down. There it is right there.
That's got to be it.
100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, David Windsor!
Well, the gospel of righteousness didn't prevail tonight. Windsor gets the news.
Windsor victorious on his way up the road to coronation as he prepares to enter into the Impact Chamber. One of now 8 announced people in that Impact Chamber match. Could he do on March 15th what he was unable to do at Chaotic Christmas as well as Halloween Hangover? Could he walk out as the new IZW champion?
I got to say it, and I hate to say it, but Windsor's looking good headed to coronation.
A solid victory, building lots of momentum for him as he makes his way towards that Impact Chamber match. And he says right there, the title is coming to big business. And even though he was not victorious tonight, I don't think we can count out by any means that man right there, Striker.
Absolutely
He
not.
will be a veteran presence in that Impact Chamber match as well. Together with O'Malley, the two of them certainly prepared to form a huge tandem. Fans, we've got Drake Gallows standing by in the back. Let's go ahead and head back to there.
Did you see it? Do you know what I'm talking about? On GFL.TV, Violent Valentine, you have to go see it. Go on your computer, go on your phone or something. It just fell and then cracked and it was so gross. All you hear is just
Jesse,
What?
you got an interview.
Okay, hold on. 3, 2. Hi everyone, it's Jessie, and my guest this time is the urban legend and your Impact Division champion, Drake Gallows. Hi, Drake.
Hey, Jesse.
How are you?
I'm fantastic, as you can see.
You are now a third-time Impact Division champion. How are you feeling about that?
I feel amazing, Jesse. It gets sweeter and sweeter every time I pick this championship up. Every time I win this championship, it's almost like even more icing on the cake. But you know, this time, it is a little bittersweet because of what happened to Harrison. Man, if it weren't for you, I might not be a 3-time champion right now, so thank you. But that was last week. This week, I want to talk about Roberto Camacho. Roberto, primo. Man, did you not see what I did to your cousin last week? Have you not seen what I've been doing to your cousin? You've been there firsthand, you've watched it. There's a reason why this championship's on my shoulder and not his. So do me a favor. Piggly little primo. Short, fat, and fluffy. Bring your cousin with you, bring your primo. Bring whatever you got and bring whatever you need. Because I'm the urban legend. And I'm bringing a whole damn urban army with me. The legend continues.
IZW World, Marianne Albright here with The Scoop, and right now I am with the KC Wolves. Guys, last week, you gave it your all to win those IZW Tag Team Championships. How does it feel to come so close to having them around your waist, only to have them ripped away from you?
Well, I mean, we should be happy, shouldn't we? I mean, we did win the match. I mean, I heard him announce it. The winners, by disqualification, the KC Wolves. Well, beating what wrestling should be doesn't mean a whole lot if it doesn't earn us the tag team titles around our waist. Jermaine, Jordan, great work. You got DQ'd and you kept your belts.
I'm sure you two disgusting cowardice Frenchmen think this is over. It's definitely not. If you somehow manage to walk away from Coronation with those belts, we're gonna be right on your tails. And hell, I'll even put Team Bull on notice. The KC Wolves are on the hunt for tag team gold in IZW.
Gentlemen, I see you're in better spirits today. Well, make no mistake, that is not a reflection upon myself. Today is a new day, new opportunities, and I got this.
And who might you be?
What? I'm Vinny, you buffoons, come on. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Okay, you know what? Step aside, watch me shine, and I'll show you what's up, okay? Because I got this, and I'm not coming alone.
And that's The Scoop.
Well, Mark Wilson, do you have any idea who that Vinny character is?
I don't have any idea who that guy is. I'll tell you what, these two smart-mouthed punks,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Labradors,
before we
better keep their mouths
close this
shut and
together
off
for
what
one
wrestling
fall,
should be. But we're going to straighten their butts out.
Coming to the ring first is Sato Miyagi!
The masked man from the Orient. Sato Miyagi making his way to the ring for one-on-one competition tonight.
Just got in on Air Japan about 2 hours ago. He took the red eye.
Sato Miyagi has pulled off many a surprise victory over the past few weeks.
He's on a roll.
He certainly is. And you know, he has a standing issue with his former tag team partner, the Midnight Rider. That's not who he's going to have to face tonight.
No, he's facing about a quarter of the
And
time
his
right
opponent
here.
is Big Ben Sexy Angel Camacho!
The former Impact Division champion on his way to the ring. And despite the smile on his face, I'm certain that he is not at all happy about the situation that occurred last week, which resulted in Drake Gallows now being a 3-time Impact Division champion.
Can't be happy about it at all. Look at that. He's talking about the smiling face. I'll tell you what, the guy looks like that comes smiling at me. You know pain's about to happen. He's about to get all over Soto Miyagi. Up in his jizz bag, if you know what I'm saying.
Angel Camacho, I'm sure has some aggression, some frustration to work out in terms of the result from last week. But he's going to have to be very careful not to underestimate the power and the ability of one Soto Miyagi. Of course, Camacho is rather self-obsessed.
Well, if I had that much sexy, I'd be self-obsessed as well, and I am pretty damn sexy.
I heard you state that earlier and immediately wondered if Angel Camacho was listening and whether he was unhappy with you trying to.
Actually, it was Johnny Z talking about himself being sexy.
Oh.
Remember, Claire? You do drugs.
He's not the only CM with straight edge.
You got a Pepsi tattoo on your shoulder.
Camacho now looking to hook up with Soto Miyagi, and a big display of strength there by Camacho as he forces.
He may not need a plane ticket home. Camacho's about to throw him back to Japan.
He certainly threw him back into the corner. Miyagi now turning back
praying
to
his
corner.
ancestors.
Miyagi Camacho now once again tying it up, and again a display of sheer power there by Angel Camacho. Camacho certainly no stranger in the power department, but that power didn't do him too much good.
He's back to praying to his ancestors, the Zeros.
Sorry, we have any Japanese or Japanese descended viewers out there. I apologize for the words of one Mark Wilson.
What are you talking about? Zero's a perfectly harmless word.
You're making a mistake. I promise.
Oh, this isn't smart.
Well, this is an interesting decision. Oh, okay.
Well, I take that back. That worked out better for Miyagi than I thought.
The deception on the part of Soto Miyagi calls for the test of strength and then goes to work on the knee and the leg. And Camacho squealing at the top of his voice.
He's got Camacho.
I think that one landed right in the posterior there.
Nothing else, he's working on the hamstring.
Kick after kick. Oh, the full weight of the torso of Angel Camacho, and Miyagi may be out.
All it took was one of those to put Miyagi on the mat.
Camacho now stomping Miyagi while he is down, rubbing the newly tenderized portion of his leg.
He almost made chop suey out of that leg.
Miyagi trying to fire back in the midsection, the ample midsection of Angel Camacho. But it's not having too much effect. It is staggering Camacho backwards just a bit.
Well, that'll stagger Miyagi. A little irate.
Yeah. That works against anyone, no matter how big or small you are.
That's true.
And now the full weight of Camacho down across the back, choking Miyagi across that middle rope.
Using the full 4.5 count, too. Oh, watch this move.
And here comes Camacho running and throwing his entire weight down there. And now just standing on Miyagi.
That wasn't a smart cover. You gotta hook the leg, you gotta get on top of the guy.
As I said, Camacho needs to make sure he does not underestimate Soto Miyagi, and right there, obvious belief that Miyagi was in much worse condition than he really was.
Well, he's got full control of this match, though. Camacho's going to town right here on Miyagi.
Nice snap suplex there by Angel Camacho.
Very quick move for a man of that size as well.
Camacho is deceptively quick. You would think that a man of his bulk and girth would be someone who would use that, who would want to slow that pace down.
Good old-fashioned choke right there.
Camacho is perfectly content at keeping things at a relatively quick pace, which is why he fit into that Impact division so well.
You know the thing about this wonderful world, Bert, if you're from Japan, if you're from America, if you're from Russia, you cut the man's wind off, you can't breathe.
It's all the same, just like if you rake their eyes, they can't see. And Camacho winding up, charging into the corner. Miyagi catching him with the knees, slowing the charged down a little bit, trying to fight his way out here.
He's in a precarious situation here.
He's going to try for a tornado DDT, and he catches it.
He got it.
An amazing move from Soto Miyagi, drags himself over, tries to hook one of the tree trunk legs of Camacho. Could that be it? No.
That's a 2 count, but he's got Camacho stunned.
He does. He needs to follow this up. He needs to press that advantage that he's got right here. And Miyagi waiting into the corner here, chopping rights and lefts into the chest of Angel Camacho.
Taking too much time.
And now runs in, but eats a boot.
You can see it coming. That's how it's done. That's how sexy does it.
That's exactly what Angel Camacho said. All our viewers on GFL.TV can hear that one loud and clear.
All over the world, GFL.TV and IZW, the pinnacle of this business, Burnham.
And overhead, belly to belly, dropping Miyagi almost straight down on his head.
And for all the sexiness of Angel Camacho, he is as fundamentally sound wrestler.
No!
Oh,
Wow!
I thought we had a 3 count there. I thought this match was over.
I think with the impact that he came down there on that head, I would not have been surprised. I was actually relieved to see Miyagi move so quickly after that.
Well, it's probably academic now.
And you can see referee Miguel Padilla continuing to check on Miyagi to make sure that he's okay to continue. Miyagi trying to fight back. He's almost, well, I was about to say it looked like a lip rag, but he takes Camacho down there with a modified Frankenstein.
Oh, he got it!
He got the
pin! Unbelievable!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Soto Miyagi!
Soto Miyagi taking so much abuse in this match.
Yeah, but he stunned Camacho enough to get the 3 count.
Oh, and Camacho is screaming like a baby.
He is living.
He is throwing a tantrum in the ring. He's gonna believe
He's gonna break the ring.
that he just lost to Soto Miyagi. Last week, losing the Impact Division Championship. This week, losing to Soto Miyagi.
Yeah, he's gonna go chase Soto Miyagi.
We're going to go to the back. We've got Paige Turner standing by. Let's hear what she has to say.
Hello, IZW fans. This is Paige Turner, IZW's resident librarian. I'm here today to share some fun facts with you. Fact number 1. The Queen's Crown was created May 12, 2012. There have been 4 queens in the company's history, and soon there will be 5 when I win the crown. Fact number 2 is about me. My finisher is called the Dewey Decimator, named after the Dewey Decimal Classification System, which is used in most public libraries. This is Paige Turner signing off. And remember, public libraries are fun, so give them a chance. But remember, people are reading.
Shh. Randy! Randy! You're gonna do it like this, really?
Oh, Brad.
You're gonna stand behind these jackasses?
Brad,
come on, you son of a bitch.
Come on,
Come on.
Brad. I understand you want to get your hands on me or something?
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's why I have these 3 gentlemen in front of me, sir. You see, I'm still the eyes and ears of Jeff Wolfenbarger. I'm still an authority figure around here, and you can't lay a finger on me.
Try me. Try me.
No trying here. See, you're not going to try anything tonight.
want
You're not going to
answers.
try anymore. You're not going to try out there. You're not going to try back here. You're not going to try in the Impact Arena. Because
Really?
I have the authority around here. And I don't think it's safe that you're here, Brad.
Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared at all. I'm not scared. But you know what? I'm smart. See, I know what you're capable of. I know what you want to do to me. And I feel like you're not fit to be here right now. You might not be in the right mindset, so...
Afraid I might slap that smug look off your face?
No, of course not. I don't have to worry about that. You know why?
Oh, please tell me.
Because these 3 gentlemen, they're going to escort you out of here. Take them away.
These 3 guys?
Take them away. Go!
Come here, Randy.
Take him!
Come here.
Take him! Get him out of here!
You're kicking me out of the building? What is up with it?
the smirk on Randy Price's face there pretty much tells the whole story as he has ejected Bad Brad Michaels from the Impact Arena.
Smart move.
Obviously not wanting to confront him face to face, but I'm sure that the actions of one Randy Price last week at Violent Valentine, there will be a reckoning for him to come later on with one Bad Brad Michaels.
Whatever. I don't think there's going to be a reckoning. Randy Price did the smart thing. He did the smart thing to make sure that Johnny Z would remain the IZW champion, and he will remain so forever.
Well, those are the words of the one butterscotch stallion, Mark Wilson, but we'll have to see if that's the truth when it comes March 15th at Coronation. 10 men in the Impact Chamber. We know who 8 of them are, including the addition tonight of one Randy Price, as well as the Brothers Righteous, Copycat, and Damon Windsor, all added over the past 7 days. It's building up to be a huge event, fans. If you do not purchase any other iPay-per-view this year, you have got to purchase Coronation, March 15th, 2014. Circle the date on the calendar and make sure that you're online or here in the Impact Arena because it is 10 years worth of celebration for IZW.
Biggest IZW pay-per-view ever.
Fans, last week, if you were here, you saw this woman right here get literally robbed of her queen's crown.
How did she get robbed in a no disqualification match?
It took 2 men to do
How
what
did
one woman
she get robbed in a no disqualification match? You answer that.
I don't care what rules she's couching behind, Mark Wilson. Once again, it's Jermaine Johnson wanting to show that he has power over women, that he has an issue with women, and he's having to show he has an issue with Annalyn Storm. He's got apparently an issue with
Every woman wants the chocolate, especially this time of year, Debbie. It was Valentine's Day. Miss Dyslexia got some chocolate.
Miss Dyslexia motioning to her head and seeing that there is no crown there anymore because it now rests once again atop Madam Co-Commissioner Erica, who is now making her way to the ring as well. There you see it. Once again adorning the top of Madam Co-Commissioner Erica.
Fantastic. The new queen of IZW.
If you have your nose any more placed up her posterior, Mark Wilson.
Hey, I know where my bread's buttered around here, buddy. Look at her. She's in fantastic shape. She should have never lost that crown in the first place. You want to talk about thievery. You want to talk about robbed. Miss Dyslexia robbed her of that crown, made her live without that crown for months. Now look at her. She's back on top of the world. She's so happy. She should be happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. And it is for the IZW Queen's Crown. Introducing first your challenger. She is Miss Dyslexia! And her opponent, she is your reigning and defending Queen of IZW, Madam Co-Commissioner Erica!
Reigning and defending. She's defending the title tonight. She didn't have to do this.
Well, I think actually she did. I'm sure that Miss Dyslexia had a rematch clause in the contract.
Yeah, but she didn't have to do it this week.
If Miss Dyslexia invokes that contract, she has to defend that championship. And I'm sure that Commissioner Sean McHale made certain.
Well, that means Miss Dyslexia is just an invoker then. You want to be called an invoker?
I have never heard that word, Mark Wilson, and I'm pretty sure you just made it up.
Brilliant. Smart. That's it. Smart by Madam Commissioner.
Well, Erica certainly going to play a very careful game here.
She's not just brains, she's beauty. She's got the entire package. She's got the crown. Best time time of her life. She's going to be so happy.
Dyslexia, well prepared here. This was not announced as a no disqualification match this time. So apparently it's going to be one-on-one. If Erica ever bothers to actually lock up with Miss Dyslexia.
You know what a psych out is, Vernon? She's psyching Miss Dyslexia out.
I'm very familiar with what that is. I'm also familiar with what stalling tactics are.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Here we go.
And ducking a clothesline there.
That's smart.
That is. That was
Look
a
at
good
it.
move.
Dyslexia's getting frustrated. She's kicking the ropes. Madam Commissioner is in control of this match. She's never even laid a finger on Miss Dyslexia.
We'll see how long that lasts because eventually there's got to be some physical contact. If Erica expects to walk out of here still the champion,
she'll do it. She'll do it in her
sure that Miss Dyslexia has gotten the IZW world in agreement with her that Erica is a chicken.
Hey, that's disrespectful of these
Oh,
fans.
there's Erica.
What's up?
What's the backslide? Two. She
Oh,
did it.
Oh, this
She
is
took
no!
it.
No!
Just that quick.
No!
Just that quick.
Your winner and new Queen of
I do not believe it!
Miss Dyslexia!
The crowd is back.
Go get her, boys! Go get her! Go get her!
What is this? What is this? Again, how disgusting is this? Jermaine Johnson, Jordan Jacobs, stomping the new queen. And here they go. They're back in. People, there is chaos right now.
We got rid of these guys twice! What are they doing here?
People has cleared house of what wrestling should be. But we have a new queen right there, no matter what Jermaine Johnson and Jordan Jacobs try to do.
This is a total miscarriage of justice, Burnham!
We have a new queen right here in the form of Miss Dyslexia. And Team Bull, Jermaine Johnson grabbing a chair. Bronze Bull has a microphone.
We got rid of these guys!
They came back last week. I know you were there. You just about left a stain in the broadcaster's chair right
I'm
here.
gonna leave a stain on you!
You see, that's how you treat a queen.
That's right.
Ah, that's not how you treat a queen. She got treated the way she needed to be treated last week.
Because, as I just saw, it looks like we have a new queen in IZW. But of course, no queen is complete without her royal court, right? So, we have Queen Dyslexia and her Royal Knights of the Guard. Oh no, I'm not leaving you guys out. I didn't forget about you guys. See, we all need some clowns. So we got a court gesture. Oh, and we, and gotta have our divas.
What is he talking about, clowns? He's standing by a guy with makeup on his face.
You see, you say that you're a man, and all these people say you're a diva, and I get kind of confused, you see.
Don't start that chant. Jermaine is a man, he's not a diva.
So, you can understand my confusion. You say man, they say diva. I tell you what, let's just put this to rest. Because I can tell by the not so intelligent or attractive look on Erica's face that she's not happy with the outcome of her match. I say, you know what, you deserve a second chance. And you say you're not a diva, you say you're a man. I think you deserve a chance to prove that to everyone. You deserve a second chance. So in addition to being part of the Royal Knights Guard, I'm also somewhat of a wizard genius. And in my fantastical wizard brain, I'm formulating a plan here. This plan is mystical, it's magical, it's awesome. It's simply The three of us, Team Bull and the new queen of IZW, Miss Dyslexia, take on you three jackasses.
Is he huffing paint?
I think the
But you know what?
world approves.
You don't have to wait on a royal invitation. You can just say yes or no right now.
There's a conference. There's an Impact Elite conference going on at ringside.
First of all,
yes or no?
I am not a diva. I'm a man. Whatever you say do, will do.
Since you two decided to intrude on my match, on our business, and walk behind an imposter, then we will accept the challenge and beat you down and raise our hands high and say thank you, Erica.
Thank you, Erica.
Well, that certainly took a lot longer than I expected it to. But it does appear that Impact Elite is going to man up and step up to the challenge of Team Bull and the new queen of IZW.
Shut up. I am livid about that.
Miss Dyslexia.
Madam Commissioner just won that crown back last week. Everything was perfect, and now it's all screwed up.
Well, Madam Commissioner should have, I guess, been better prepared.
She was prepared. She had to control the whole match.
All it takes is 3 seconds, Mark Wilson. You used to be a referee. You should know that.
I don't remember that. Nobody remembers that.
A lot of people have problems remembering referees. It looks like Eric is going to start off here with Miss Dyslexia.
She may get her pinfall back right off the bat. She's going to go in there and just go right to town on Miss Dyslexia. Come on, get her, Madam Commissioner.
Well, America being very cautious, as she was in the early stages of the previous match.
It was working.
And no! Jermaine Johnson in, hitting Miss Dyslexia from behind.
Hey, she stepped into a man's world. She's getting exactly what she deserved. She just ripped off Madam Commissioner Eric and stole her crown from her.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the Athletic Commission bylaws indicate that what Jermaine Johnson did was borderline illegal.
There you go, baby.
Now Jordan Jacobs taking it pretty much over the borderline, in my opinion.
Smart, tagging in and out. Get the weaker opponent in the corner, Burnham. It's called strategery.
Well, a huge snap mare there. As Miss Dyslexia taken across the ring corner to corner by Jermaine Johnson, who's just throwing our new queen around the ring. Irish whip corner to corner.
This may be over pretty quick.
Well, Miss Dyslexia cannot get to her corner and tag in one of the members of Team Bull. You may be 100% correct, Mark Wilson. But she blocks the charge on 2 occasions there from Jermaine. And now, Lexi up high and Pete Johnson over. There's the tag. Here comes the brass bull, Bobby Starr.
Star's going to town. Now look at that. He's stepping up on the ropes. What's George? George Knight not doing his job. He's not getting him down.
George Knight is counting.
He is the worst referee I've ever seen in my entire life.
But brass bull is up to 10 as he drops a headbutt. And Johnson stumbles out of the corner, only to be met by a boot and an Irish whip into the other corner. The brass bull loading up the horns, charging in. Shoulder right to the midsection. And Johnson down. And a running headbutt. Shades of the junkyard dog from the brass bull. Johnson's certainly in enemy territory.
Come on, Jermaine,
right
you're in
now.
the wrong corner, Daddy. Get out of there. He's got to get out of that corner. George Knight's got to get Bobby Starr out of the ring.
Here comes the big man, the bronze bull. Unload that big fist right in the midsection. A bull with another one.
Come on, Jermaine. Come on. Get tagged down. Come on, Daddy. Get to that corner.
The bronze bull flipping Johnson over with another running punch. Catching Jermaine Johnson. And now stretching him out, grabbing those arms. Stomping right on the chest of Johnson in the middle of the ring.
Come on, Jermaine.
The bronze bull absolutely sickened by the actions of Jermaine Johnson. He has been for quite some time. And I know that he's unleashing a lot of that pent-up frustration.
Damn it, I hate to say this. Smart tag team wrestling. Keeping Jermaine in the corner. Isolating.
That ring looks a little funny, doesn't it, Mark Wilson?
Damn ring's cut off.
Because it's getting cut off. That's right.
Hey, what's this action? She's throwing punches in the corner.
It was good enough earlier. Now Miss Dyslexia finally, if Jermaine Johnson wants to be a diva, he can face off against the diva.
Hey, look at all kinds of illegal activity going on out here.
The referee George Knight had to get George
There was
Jacobs
no
out.
tag. There was no tag, George.
Perhaps maybe you need to be down there helping coordinate things.
I may have to go back in business as a referee and straighten all this out.
Johnson finally able to get his way out of the corner. Make the tag with Jordan Jacobs. And Jacobs taking over on the brass bull.
There we go. There we go. Hey, Vernon, that ring looks funny again. That goes, it's good off, dog. Smart wrestling by Jordan Jacobs.
Jacobs has absolutely negated any of the offense that the brass bull had going for him. And now Bobby Starr trying to fight his way out of that headlock. He did so, but is met with a drop kick from Jordan. Locks in for a pin, but only keeps him down for one. And Jordan Jacobs,
Smart tag team wrestling.
looking like the well-oiled machine that we have come to know what wrestling should be is. Locking that arm, reaching back, and making the tag.
Well, Jermaine's always well-oiled when he comes out here.
And Jermaine Johnson now yanking back on the nose.
He's just trying to make sure that he has all his face paint on. He can't be out here without all. Oh!
And Jacobs with a kick from the outside.
Great job,
While
George.
Johnson lures the bronze bull in to keep referee George Knight distracted.
Come on, Jermaine, put this guy away. We put these guys down so many times in so many different ways. I was even involved once to get rid of them, and they're still coming back.
Bobby Starr trying to fight his way back to his corner, but he is put down there by Jermaine Johnson. Now Johnson ramming Starr's back into the corner and hanging him up in the tree of woe.
Yep. This ain't good for Bobby Starr. He's completely immobilized. He can't make a tag from there. He can't get his foot on the con.
Johnson and Jacobs making a sweep tag while Madam Co-Commissioner Erica watches on with approval.
Oh, I love that roll through there.
They are 100% confident in their position right now.
Here comes
and
Madam Commissioner
here comes
Erica.
Madam Commissioner into the ring. Oh, and she's going to make the pin.
There we go. Oh,
I think it's going to take a little more than that.
Atta girl, get back out. Should have been over there.
Jacobs now working the reverse bear hug. Squeezing those ribs together, cutting off the ability of the lungs to expand and denying that precious oxygen to the brass bull Bobby Starr.
Can't breathe, you can't wrestle. Can't wrestle, you can't win. Simple as that.
Bobby trying to connect with those elbows to the side of the head. He does it in order to break that bear hug. And a high crossbody by Bobby Starr. And
Great job. Great job by Jordan Jacobs.
Jacobs able to escape at that last second and drops Starr down with a chin buster. And notice how Jacobs put his whole body weight across the sternum of Bobby Starr in order to keep him from rolling out, moving closer to his own corner. And now the entire for the Brass Bull.
That's because the Brass Bull couldn't contain himself, ran into the ring, and George Knight did his job for once and put him back out of the ring.
And now once again, Erica now with a pin.
She should have had 2-3 counts.
And Erica choking the Brass Bull before making the tag. Here comes Johnson back in.
The power and the strength of the group. Jermaine Johnson. Larger than life. Daddy.
Johnson taunting Bobby Starr. Now unloading some overhand forearms to the back. Before hanging an Irish whip. And Bobby Starr with an DDT! This is Starr's opportunity. He's got to make the tag
He's
now.
up Jermaine. Jermaine made the tag.
Johnson makes the tag. Starr is inches away. But Jacobs is able to cut off that tag. Hook him in with a pin.
Just a 2 count. Come on, boys.
And then drag Starr back across that halfway line, that invisible line that cuts that ring in half, putting Starr once again in the far corner, far away from the relief he needs to get by tagging in one of his partners on the ringside apron.
Bobby Starr's taking a ton of punishment in this match. I don't think he can take much more.
I do wonder how much is left in the tank of Bobby Starr. How much more power the gods can give him.
Oh,
and
suplex on the rope.
Dumped across that top rope, stomach first, is not going to help matters anyway. And a running drop kick brings Starr back in the hard way.
There we go, going up, Daddy.
Jacob says he's going up, top rope.
And this may be it.
What does Jacobs have in mind here? Goes for a mushroom stomp. Roll through. Starr is not there, but Starr's there with a spear. And now Bobby Starr must make that tag.
George Jacobs must make the tag.
He's got to do it now.
George
Jacobs makes the tag to Johnson.
No!
And the tag to the
Bobby
bull.
made it.
The bronze bull is in, and he's unleashing the power. All over Jermaine Johnson, turning Johnson inside out. A bronze bull, one side and then another. All over Jermaine Johnson. Johnson now in the corner, and the bull in with a clothesline. The bull taking out Jordan Jacobs with a huge pounce.
It's all broken down here.
And Jermaine Johnson, the only man left for his team in that ring, trying to fight out of that rear waist lock. Johnson pounded down. Spine buster.
Oh! Come on, Jermaine. What's Dyslexia doing in the ring? She wants to get out of
chasing off Madam Commissioner Erica, and I think it's time for a few greetings from Madam. There it is. And the bull tagging in the new queen. The bull. The bull picking up the queen of IZW and dropping her on the diva herself. Impact Elite has been put down.
Your winners, Team Bull and Miss Dyslexia!
Total highway robbery. This is outrageous.
Well, that may be outrageous, but it's a victory as Team Bull and Miss Dyslexia stand victorious in the ring. Our new queen, together with the man who on March 15th may very well dethrone the tag team champions in a TLC match for those tag team titles, Mark Wilson.
George Knight's out here arguing with Madam Commissioner Erica. He knows he didn't do his job. He knows he did everything wrong. George Knight!
Madam Commissioner Erica was not at all happy. And I think what wrestling should be
one more time, and that should be the end of Team Bull.
Well, it would be the end of Team Bull if they are not victorious, because if they cannot win the Tag Team Championship, they must separate as a team. And the dejected looks there on the face of George Jacobs and Jermaine Johnson.
They've got every right to be angry. Madam Commissioner got her crown stolen from her. I know he's an
Mark Wilson has gone off the side here now to try and calm down Madam Commissioner Erica. It's a crazy night. We're only halfway done. And let's see some more about Coronation on March 15th.
Alone, trapped, all around you cold, jagged, razor-sharp steel. Every person and thing surrounding you means you nothing but harm. Even your very environment thwarts your pursuit for freedom. No compassion, no forgiveness, no escape. Incarceration can drive a man mad, make him do unspeakable things, fight harder than he ever thought he could, and reach places he never thought possible. At IZW's 10th anniversary, 10 men will be locked inside. Only one will stand victorious and claim the grandest prize, the IZW Championship. 10 years, 10 men, 1 champion, the Impact Chamber.
It's quite simply the biggest show in IZW history, March 15th, 2014, Coronation. If you cannot be here live at the Impact Arena, make sure you tune in on GFL.TV. 10 men, a huge cage around the ring, 1 man walking out the IZW champion.
which will be Johnny Z.
Well, Mark Wilson says that, but the odds certainly seem stacked against him as he has to contend against 9 other people, just as the odds were stacked against the challenger tonight. But we still have a new queen here in IZW in the form of Miss Dyslexia. It is a tremendous accomplishment for her, and
That's the biggest ripoff I've ever seen.
That's your opinion, Mark Wilson, but once again, queen for
My
the second
opinion
time,
counts.
Miss Dyslexia. Fans, if you're on our Facebook page, you may have seen that we have the first announcement tonight, the first of 3 people being inducted into the IZW Hall of Impact, the most prestigious honor you can get as a member of the IZW roster. At this time, we're going to find out who that first member is.
Ladies and gentlemen, on March 15th at our 10-year anniversary show, Coronation, a decade of impact. Here live at the Impact Arena, you will see the very first inductees into the IZW Hall of Impact. At this time, IZW World, our first inductee.
Tonight I'm going to show everybody why I am the man, why I am Mr. Saturday Night. You might as well get used to this sight, because you're going to be seeing it for a very, very, very long time. Stick around, stay tuned, don't blink. Let me show you how it's done. Mr. Saturday Night has left the building.
Man, I can't believe this! First Violet Valentine, now Soto Miyagi. It's not right, man. You're getting cheated. Soto's nothing but a cheater, man.
Primo, look at here. Cálmate, primo. Cálmate, okay? Don't worry about what happened last week. Don't worry about what happened tonight, okay? Big Bad and Sexy Andrew Camacho's got something for that later, okay? What I need you to do, primo, is go ahead, take your sexy little goggles here, or glasses, I'm sorry, okay? And chill. You got a match tonight, primo, okay? You're gonna go out there and get our revenge for us, all right? Now, who are we?
Sexy Camachos.
All right, because we are big, bad, and so sexy.
Yeah, and Drake Gallows, whenever you and I step in the ring next, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for taking my cousin's belt. You're gonna pay for messing out my hair. Man, God help you for the beating I'm gonna put down on you tonight. Every single strand of hair that you took out of my head, it's gonna be one fist in your face.
Now, Drake.
Hold on. Now, don't think I'm hot. My mama always told me to show sportsmanship. So Drake, like your friend, break a leg. Ah!
Only very pointed words there from the Sexy Camachos, but Roberto Camacho has going to have his hands full with once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Coming to the ring first is your IZW Adrenaline champion, the urban legend, Drake Gallows.
For the third time, that Impact Division Championship around the waist of the urban legend, Drake Gallows, as he won it back last week in a very brutal match that spilled outside of the containment barriers here into the fans of the IZW world.
He wouldn't have that belt if it wasn't for Harrison Stone's interference, and he paid the price for interfering in the match. He's in the hospital.
My broadcast partner, Harrison Stone, I want to wish you a speedy recovery, man. I didn't actually see the moment when I didn't see the images of what happened to the moment that you went into to try and even the odds. I know that you suffered for it and you're in tremendous pain. Brother, get better, because I can't wait to have you back up next to me.
Shut your mouth. I wish him a Speedo. That's it.
Always me.
Hey, here's the big tragedy. Roberto Camacho lost about 16 strands of hair last week.
Well, that just leaves about 4 million left there. Roberto Camacho on a mission of vengeance.
You don't understand how important that hair is to mi amigo, por favor. No me gusta.
Do you even have any idea what you're actually
I know exactly
saying?
what I'm saying. You don't.
Well, I took a year and a half of Spanish in high school. I understood that.
Look at this sexiness. Oh!
I'm trying not to.
Back that thing up, Daddy.
Roberto Camacho and the Impact Division champion, Drake Gallows, preparing here to square off.
Camacho showing some moves that you only see on the dance floor. Have you ever been to a nightclub? No, you've never been to a nightclub, Burnham. You've never seen moves like that.
I have been to a nightclub. I have been to a Mexican nightclub one time. It was for a wrestling show, but I was there.
What do we got to go into ethnicity? Nightclubs are nightclubs. Por favor.
Well, you can tell that the Camachos are related. They do sound alike.
Hell yeah, they sound alike. I've never heard anybody scream like that. Look at him. He is pissed about his hair being pulled.
He is irate about the hair.
He's not going to take it anymore, and I don't blame him.
Roberto Camacho absolutely fired up. He's yelling at referee Miguel Padilla about the hair. Speaking of hair, you notice that Drake Gallows has something of a new hairstyle of his own.
Okay. What do you want me to say about it? I told you last week, Drake Gallows looks like he's in the best shape of his life. He is a 3-time Impact Division champion. This kid is ready to go at a moment's notice. But he's in there against one of the Camachos, and Roberto looks even madder tonight than Angel was. And you don't want to mess with the hair.
Well, Drake Gallows unable to mess with the hair right now as Roberto has that arm barred.
Whoa!
Gallows leveling Camacho with the clothesline.
That had to be a devastating clothesline to get Roberto Camacho off his feet.
And it's back to square one for both of these men. As we get a side headlock there from Drake Gallows.
And Gallows pulling at the hair again.
Gallows knows what it's going to take to throw Camacho off his game here. As Camacho tries to power out of that side headlock.
Let me tell you this, if it had been 3 months ago, he probably would have. That's the dedication of Drake Gallows. Getting in the ring, getting in the gym, getting himself in the best shape of his life, playing with the big one. He pulled the hair again!
He pulled the hair, I will not deny it! He pulled the hair and the IZW world loves it!
Just said something positive about that kid and he
oh, and Camacho kicked the steel stairs!
Do we have a repeat of last week? Do we have a broken ankle?
I think Camacho's ready to just walk all out. Well, Gallows once again with a handful of hair, trying to drag Camacho back in this match. That didn't work as Camacho dropped Gallows right across the top rope.
They dropped him on his nose. He may have broken his nose.
Camacho now in control of this match. Oh, I say that, and then Gallows levels Camacho with one punch.
That's the second punch that's taken Camacho off his feet.
I think Camacho's looking for the hair to see if his hair's okay.
Well, he should. It's a beautiful head of hair. You wish you had a head of hair like that.
Rights and lefts here. Every time Camacho swings, Gallows is blocking it. You'd think he'd try a different tactic after a bit.
Camacho's completely staggered off his game.
And now, Gallows introducing Camacho's face to the turnbuckle.
Why isn't Miguel Padilla stopping this?
Right over here.
Three sides, kind of grazing that one, but he got it.
Hair.
And all four corners. Roberto Camacho, having toured around the world of the IZW ring.
What a chop.
What a chop is right.
Are we going to see this again? Come on.
And now Gallows.
Come on, Padilla, get him down.
Unloading the fists on the side of the head. Oh! Got up to about 7. And then Camacho dropping Gallows face first.
Great
turnbuckle and charging in.
Great move by Roberto Camacho. He's a smart guy. Very smart guy. He was being out-wrestled for most of this match, but he's taking back control. Oops.
Well, he didn't have Gallows quite where he thought he should there as he avoided the rump roaster.
You don't want to take a face full of that ample backside.
Now Gallows measuring up Camacho, who's thrown and meets him with a baseball fly drop kick.
Did you see that rock Camacho's jaw?
I did, and I saw the impact of the back of his head, including that hair on that bottom turnbuckle. Gallows in.
Not enough to put him away, though.
Not quite yet, and that's a testament to the strength of Roberto Camacho, as he has taken a lot of punishment over the past few minutes in this match.
He's playing catch-up ball in this match. He's got to get control. He's got to find a way to cut Drake Gallows off.
Once again, Gallows leveling Camacho with that straight right fist to the chin. And Camacho, out of desperation, raking the eyes and body slamming Gallows in the middle. Now just stepping on the sternum.
That's
and a
John
splash,
right there.
a standing splash there from Camacho. Oh, so close. This is a non-title match, but a victory of that nature over the champion would certainly put Roberto Camacho first in line for that Impact Division title somewhere down the line.
Yeah, and that could cause some problems between him and his cousin. Great move there by Roberto.
Roberto dropping Gallows crotch first on that top turnbuckle. Now dragging him back into the ring. Hooks him up with a pin, hooks the leg.
Gallows barely got out of that. He may have a rupture. You know where that would be.
Well, a very unfriendly place. Gallows just belly back suplex by Camacho. And again goes in for the cover. And that time I thought it looked like Gallows might have tried to rake the eyes of Camacho as well. Now Camacho cinching in the rear chin lock. And again leaning over, putting all his body weight across the top of the shoulders, forcing Gallows to carry that weight.
Yep. He needs to put all that weight on Gallows. Wear the guy down.
Gallows fights out of that. Couple of elbows to the midsection. And now a standing reverse neck breaker.
Camacho just can't seem to get the upper hand in this match.
And then a swinging neck breaker as he ducked the clothesline. And Gallows says that's it as he prepares to ascend to the top rope.
Taking too much time.
Gallows down. I think you were wrong, Mark Wilson. As he leveled. Looks like
more sexiness.
Looks like a family reunion on the way. As here comes Angel Camacho to the ring.
Angel Camacho reminding.
And Gallows is certainly distracted right now.
He's reminding Gallows he's a former champion.
Get up, cuz! Get up! Come on, Limo, get up!
I don't think this has gone quite the way that Angel hoped it would. A moonsault right there. And that was enough to put away Roberto Camacho.
That distraction wasn't enough.
Drake Gallows has polished off one Camacho cousin, but from the looks of the two of them as they stare straight into each other's eyes, I think there is certainly unfinished business.
Angel Camacho wants that belt back.
He does indeed, and I'm sure he, like this dyslexia, he's got a rematch clause that he will cash in. Right there, you see Drake Gallows holding the thing that is more precious to him almost than life itself. That Impact Division Championship as Angel Camacho tends to his primo and fluffs his primo's hair.
We need to get Roberto a pick.
You had fun tonight? I bet you all these losers had seen you having fun beating up my cousin, huh? Shut up! You got yours coming, Drake. You got yours coming in 5 weeks at Coronation. I promise you, it's not going to be pretty.
Why wait till Coronation? Why don't you come get it right now? I know they want to see it. Come get it.
We may see it right now. Gallows is dumb enough to put that title on the line right this moment.
Angel Camacho.
No, Drake. I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. It'll happen
when Camacho's ready for it to happen.
Camacho's not ready.
You got yours coming, I promise you. Say what you want, but I'm ready right now. And I think they are. Are you ready now, huh? I don't care what these people want.
Well, Angel Camacho says in 5 weeks at Coronation, he promises to take back that Impact Division Championship.
He's gonna do it on his time, not on Drake Gallows' time.
And I'm sure in that 5 weeks worth of time, Drake Gallows will be preparing to defend the thing that is more precious to him than almost life itself.
Right there, your 3-time Impact Division champion.
Hi everyone, it's Jessie, and my guest this time is Madam Co-Commissioner Erica. So Erica, you just lost your crown and you only had it for like 7 days. And then you lost the 6-man tag match, like right after that. It's probably really embarrassing. I was really embarrassed. I went to the mall one day and I was gonna buy these shoes and I got up there to check out and they were like complete different sizes and there was like a line of people and it was just so embarrassing.
Stop talking! All you do is ramble on about nonsense. I want you to listen and listen good. And I want all of you to listen and listen good. See, I have an announcement next week that is going to make everything better. And after I make that announcement, every single one of you, including you, Jessie, will be raising your open, filthy palms and saying, "Thank you, Erica." Now give me an example of that, Jessie.
Thank you, Erica.
What? No, that was too quiet. I need to hear you since you like to talk so much. Do it again. And with some meaning.
Thank you, Erica.
Good.
Force! This is your captain speaking. I just wanted to take a moment tonight to welcome you all to the journey to Coronation. A decade of impact. One more time. A decade of impact. Now, you may know our journey is a little more special. We have a little something extra going into this journey. It all started almost 1 year ago, where the IZW Championship was stolen from us by that natural-born coward, Johnny Z. I'll give him his due. Hey, he's held on to that championship. By the time we get to Coronation, he will have held that championship for 1 year straight. That is no easy feat in this business, as you all know. But let me tell you, tonight is the beginning of our journey. It is the beginning of our journey to Coronation, the beginning of our journey to the IZW Championship. It's what we've longed for. It's what we've worked for. The last year, the ups and the downs, everything that we've been through has been for that moment. March 15th, 10 men will go into that cage. 10 men into that impact chamber. Only one man can come out IZW champion. And you can bet your ass that I am going to do every single thing in my body, in my blood, in my bones to make sure that that man is me. With you at my side, the force at my side, chanting and cheering my name, I know you'll be there. I feel it every single time, and it drives me to be the best. We will outlast those 9 other men, including the big bad Johnny Z. We will get our revenge, and we will get our IZW championship. Now, we already know 8 of those men, one of which just happens to have the misfortune of getting me one more time after last week's lumberjack strap match, Kevin Morgan. If you think I'm satisfied, you got another thing coming, because I'm ready to lay a force ass whooping on you tonight. I'm ready. I know the force is ready. We're on our journey to coronation, and it is going to be a decade of impact, and it is going to be sweet. Because I'm coming for that IZW championship, Johnny Z, and I'm coming full force.
Very, very strong words there from the captain of the Force, Double D, as he is 100% focused on Coronation and the Impact Chamber. He was one of the first 2 men announced for that match, and he now knows 8 men in the field, 2 remaining, but he wants to walk out March 15th as the new IZW champion, Mark Wilson.
Once again, the bubblegum salesman is out here trying to convince you he's going to become IZW champion. It's just not going to happen. Johnny Z will be champion after coronation.
We also saw announced for the Hall of Impact, the first inductee to the Hall of Impact, 2-time former IZW champion, 2-time former Impact Division champion, Mr. Saturday Night, Michael Berry, the first man in the 2014 class for the Hall of Impact.
Absolutely well deserved. I know Michael Berry very well. He deserves to be inducted into the Hall of Impact.
Fans, it's about time for our main event tonight. The captain of the Force against the Image of Fear one more time as we go to the ring.
Music to my ears, Burnham.
The theme music of Impact Elite.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event, and it is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Coming to the ring first, representing Impact Elite, is the Image of Fear, Kevin Morgan.
Kevin Morgan walking to the ring, but I have a feeling underneath that singlet of his, there are a few welts from last week's lumberjack strap match.
Only you would wonder what was under Kevin Morgan's singlet.
Kevin Morgan unable to be victorious in that lumberjack strap match. This week, however, it will be one-on-one. No lumberjacks, no straps, just a regular one-on-one battle. As Kevin Morgan once again faces the captain of the Force, Double D. Both those men on their way to the Impact Chamber. And here comes the man from Denver, Colorado. The Force is strong.
This guy makes me sick.
Double D preparing to lead his Force into battle once again as he begins the march towards coronation and the march towards the Impact Chamber.
This guy's kidding himself if he thinks he's going to walk out of there with the IZW Championship. It's never going to happen. Johnny Z will remain IZW Champion forever.
You know, Mark Wilson, I'm sure that a lot of people felt the same way a year and a half ago at Redemption, my very first IZW event, when a Double D took on Jermaine Johnson and the then 6-time IZW champion, the Bronze Bull, TLC Rules. I have a feeling nobody thought Double D could walk away victorious there, but he did just that. So I think it is quite possible that he could walk away once again as the new IZW champion, but he has a much stronger field to go through.
Well, Impact Elite's a lot stronger now, too. And he doesn't want to match power for power with Kevin Morgan, I can tell you that. Kevin will put this guy down.
He may not want to match power for power, but I'll tell you that Double D will not back down, as he says right there. I've got the power of the Force. You bring the power of whatever you got. I think Kevin Morgan got the question answered there.
There's an answer for you.
Well, he certainly rocked Morgan, rocking Double D with those exchanges in the middle of the ring. Forearm to forearm, D ducks that one.
Well, if he thinks he's going to get away from the power of Kevin Morgan, he's going to have to be quick and agile and cunning.
Double D absolutely must employ a stick and move style of offense here, As he's, oh man, the power slam.
Great move.
Huge power slam there as Morgan goes for the press, but only gets one.
God, I hate to say this, but Kevin Morgan has got to hook the leg. He could have had the pinfall there.
Kevin Morgan unloading that huge strength of his, clubbing those forearms down on the back of Double D. I'm sure that D still feeling the pain from the beating that Morgan gave him not only last week but 2 weeks ago. The images of which were posted up on Double D's Facebook for all to see.
Yeah, baby! He's got Morgan reeling from it, not for long.
He did have Morgan in the corner reeling, but as D charged in there, that huge boot impacting on the side of Double D's face.
I want to watch Kevin Morgan snap this guy like a twig.
Many people have tried, but every single time Double D has come back. That's the thing about D. He has so much heart and so much resilience.
Yeah, well, we've got belts. That's what we've got. We got money. That's what we got.
You've got belts, indeed. You don't have a crown anymore, though. That now belongs to Miss Dyslexia.
We'll straighten that deal out, I can assure you.
And come March 15th, you may not have any belts remaining, as both the Tag Team Championships and the IZW title on the line.
We shouldn't even have to defend that tag team title again against Team Bull.
Kevin Morgan now plowing in Double D in that corner. Repeated headbutts right into the shoulder blades. Morgan now gut wrench suplex, picking up, just gonna hoist him up over his back, a standing backbreaker. And now jumping up and down, applying that extra pressure to the lower back.
Yeah, that's gonna take a lot out of Double D.
This is a submission style hold, and now he's dropping down to one knee. The impact there.
Almost broke him in half.
And now an innovative method of hooking that leg, actually hooking that heel.
Yeah, but at least he did it this time, and he got a 2.5 out of it. A little bit more punishment, this match will be over.
Kevin Morgan certainly wanted to dish out that punishment as he punts a field goal with Double D's ribs.
He could have set an NFL record with that one.
And D fighting from down under, kicking at the legs. D with his educated feet.
That's what you got to do, break the big man down. Come on, Big Kev.
It's like chopping a redwood. You got to do it in little tiny pieces, but eventually its own weight will cause it to topple over. That's what D's hoping now.
Now look at that, he's got him in the corner. George Knight's not doing a thing about it.
D has backed off now, back in there once again. Yanking that in. You can see George Knight counting right there. 3, 4.
He's already up to 5 and disqualified Double D.
Well, Kevin Morgan did the work for him. He raked the eyes of Double D.
He had to.
That leg has certainly been injured.
Maybe difficult for Kevin to move here. There he goes.
Well, he couldn't be quick enough. That knee is certainly under some pain. And now D up and down with the knees in the corner.
Come on, George Knight, break this up.
Driving those knees into the chin.
He's in the corner.
And D signals to the fans. So we're going to bring him out, put one now down. Here comes number 10. Oh, and Morgan shoves him off in the corner. He was able to catch himself, but he also caught a right hand
to the jaw
from the image of fear.
D might be on his feet.
D leveled with that forearm from behind. And now all the weight of that knee on the chin and perhaps on the throat of Double D.
Well, he's not done fighting, so that's smart of Kevin Morgan to cut that air off.
Morgan now picking up D and almost cupping his head like a basketball as he drives a couple of headbutts in and now picks up D. Looking perhaps to put him into a wheelbarrow. D counters.
He got him with that knee to the head.
He did. He's got Morgan staggered. And now once again goes back to work. Baseball slide drop kick right into the knee, the already injured knee of Kevin Morgan. And an enziguri.
Right to the back of the head of Kevin Morgan.
And Morgan is down. Dean now needs to capitalize here.
Come on, Kevin.
Morgan barely able to move. After that, Dean perched on that top rope.
You know what comes here.
I do indeed. If Kevin isn't careful, he's going to
Come on,
stumble right into it. He
Nice.
caught him. He caught him with a fist right to the midsection.
Right to the bread basket.
Well scouted. These two have had such a series of matches, such a series of confrontations. And Morgan now going in for that pin, but as you said, Mark Wilson,
Didn't hook the leg.
Did not hook the leg. At this stage, it very easily could have taken home that pin. Morgan now once again choking the life out of Double D.
Come on, Kevin. Put this guy away. You've got him hurt. You've got him down.
Has the captain of the force up, backed into the corner, unleashes another punch to the already beleaguered midsection of Double D. Morgan posing, showing off his power.
Oh, what a chop.
Look at that. Look at what Morgan's doing. He's mocking Double D here. You know that D likes to chop people in the corner.
What a chop. I love it.
And it is effective. Morgan's showing off the power. I think maybe now he's going to go for the overhand. You can even see Morgan sort of opening his hands in that force-like style as he goes for the overhand chop. It didn't work. D tries to return it. We're switching it. Doesn't now. D!
He got it.
D connected. Puts Morgan down. 2!
That was close there. That was close.
And D not one to back down. Wants to keep Morgan level, wants to keep it from getting back all the way up to his vertical base. He's got Morgan stumbled in that corner.
Morgan staggered. He hasn't got him down yet, though.
D with a full extension kick there, not just using the knee, but going for the full power of the whole leg. And D running the charge in. That's looking for a monkey flip.
Big mistake.
Morgan absolutely catching him by the throat, picking him up and putting him down.
That was a huge drop. Got to be 7 feet in the air.
And now Morgan once again in with the pin. And
barely got
two
it
and
out.
a
If
half.
he would have hooked the leg, the match would have been over. Well, get in there and tell it. Get in there and tell George Knight.
Well, I don't think arguing with referee George Knight at this point is going to do any good.
Because he is not doing his job. That should have been a 3 count right there.
You yourself said if Morgan had hooked the leg, it would have been, but he didn't. So the impetus, the problem goes to Kevin Morgan.
Okay, you got me lying. May not be the first time either.
100%. That may be the only truthful thing you've said all night.
Hey, I'm a pretty truthful guy. Did you hear about Beth Phoenix? Maybe.
Kevin Morgan choking Double D in the corner with the foot.
Just saying. D's fighting back. He better keep fighting back against Big Kev. Come on, Kevin. Oh, there's a nice punch.
He's trying to muster the force up with those forearms. And he drop kicks his way out of that. It looked like perhaps a sky high from Kevin Morgan. D now off the ropes, runs into a knee. Morgan runs into that knee, the blind knee.
Kevin's down to one knee, and I don't know if he knows where he is.
And D once again looking for another knee there. Morgan catches him though.
Morgan got him.
And a belly-to-belly suplex.
Come on, Kevin, hook the leg.
Kevin now, he did hook the leg.
Oh, come on.
And you can see the hand right there. The sign of the force. The call to the fans.
Always worried about the fans, this guy.
IZW.
Yeah, well, I draw my strength from money and from belts. That's how I get my strength. Double D should do the same thing. And no, he's worried about these fans out here, what they think of him.
Kevin Morgan displaying his strength there as he hoisted D up. Puts it back in the corner, but isn't able to follow up quick enough. And D now, once again in. D over the top of Kevin Morgan, perched once again on the top.
There he goes.
This time, he connects with the crossbody, hooks the leg, and we got a 3 count. It was a hard-fought battle, but in the end, Double D once again victorious, just as he was last week. One step closer to the Impact Chamber to March 15th. And
he'll never make it out of the Impact Chamber with that belt.
The possibility, once again, of being the IZW champion.
He will never be IZW champion. He will not walk out of the Impact Chamber with that belt.
Well, if he's going to do it, he's going to have to make his way through 9 other men. We know who's second tomorrow. Kevin Morgan coming up behind Dean. Dino! Morgan down with a spine buster.
Looks like Kevin had the last word there.
Kevin Morgan picking his spot.
Hey, believe me, Kevin doesn't take losing lightly. I've had to ride in the car with this guy after he lost a match. It's not a pretty sight.
And now, here comes the man
the
himself.
Savior.
The natural born leader, Johnny Z.
Who will be IZW champion forever?
How long, Mark Wilson?
Forever!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Johnny Z certainly has a long history with Double D.
Will be the least.
Watch this, Martin.
Oh! Well, I'm watching here.
What?
And I think big business is about to go up.
Doing out here? Get on him, Johnny. Come on,
Another
Kevin.
man that Johnny Z has a long history with. A history that's come to fruition over the past 8 months.
What is this?
Hey, here comes Striker.
All right, Striker's gonna get involved.
You got an impromptu,
there we
almost
go.
like an impromptu battle royal going on here. There's 6 of the men, excuse me, 5 of the men involved with the Impact Chamber. Now in the ring.
This isn't sanctioned. This is just all-out fighting.
You're right, Mark Wilson. There's no bell here. George Knight trying to wave this off, say, hey, get out of the ring. This isn't a match.
George Knight needs to get out of here. He has nothing to do with this.
These 5 men want to brutalize each other. And now Morgan and Striker holding respective men. Striker with the stroke, putting down big business Damon Windsor.
A little bit of righteousness there.
Morgan holding Double D in the corner. Oh, we know what happened.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Johnny Z off the corner. Johnny Z with the boot to the face.
It's in the end zone.
Down goes the captain of the force. And these 3 men stand victorious. At this point, there's an alliance.
Oh, we got another one coming.
It's not over. Apparently, Johnny Z has some goods to dish out to David Windsor as well.
One more.
Z warming up off the rope.
the owner, the founder, the natural-born leader, our savior, and IZW champion, Johnny Z, versus Big Business Damon Windsor and the captain of the Force, Double D. And we all seen how this played out, so you'll all know who's gonna win next week.
Same result this week, brother. Same result. A huge main event for next week. Fans, we thank you for tuning in. For Mark Wilson, I'm CM Burnham. And so long from the Sooner State.